Monday we have a ride, and then sometimes on Sunday, we'll do like a little bit longer ride for some of the stronger riders. It's a little bit faster. Like usually it's, like a little faster than it's like 18 to like 25 miles an hour. It's a pretty fast ride. But each one of those rides builds like a rapport with all the people that all attend. You get to know different people, and you see them around, or everybody's from a different walk of life too. So you get to build a rapport with every different people, and each individual ride builds groups, but it's not cliquish because everybody kind of rides all the different rides all at the same time. And we have races like alley cats, bike races and stuff, and that kind of brings everybody together.
Yeah. So basically 5 stops. Every stop you're going to get a playing card and an envelope. Don't open the envelopes until you get back to the finish. At the elbow room, I'll open up all your cards individually. Highest hand wins. Wonderful prizes. So most of y'all are familiar with the whole theme of the race. Kennedy assassination. Last Sunday was the 46th anniversary of the atrocity that happened on November 22nd, 1963. John F. Kennedy actually landed that morning in Fort Worth, flew from Fort Worth into Love Field, and took a tour of Dallas that didn't end too well. This race is going to key in a couple of the stops, a little bit of the iconic history of it. One of the arresting officers of Oswald at the Texas Theater actually lived on my street. He actually came in, spoke at our neighborhood association meeting one time, and told us what it was like to actually be there on the scene for the whole situation. So that's what Vickery actually has to do with this big city. Stop number 2, or B, Old Parkland. Everybody familiar where that is? Oak Lawn and Maple. Stop number C. The old gun pawn shop that Jack Ruby bought his one of his revolvers at is on Elm. Can't have a Kennedy-themed race in this without stopping at the Grassy Knoll. And the last of your stops will be the infamous Texas Theater where Oswald was holed up. It just started getting so out of hand. The funny thing is, the Oak Cliff blog was relatively especially after the Channel 11 article, it got really calm. It was just a lot of people defending the race and freedom of speech, and not a lot of offensive people. But the East Dallas blog, man, that thing was negative as hell. Oh, I'm gonna run over some bike riders. Yeah. It was just bizarre. I didn't want to put anybody really in danger, have it to the point where it was so offensive that some shotgun holding weirdo is I'm going to protect America.
I know my city pretty well, so I know all the little side streets and back streets. I know where to go, how to avoid lights and traffic and all that stuff. Where every time you go to a new city, you have to learn all of that, and it's cool because you build this repertoire of routes, and I don't know, it's really interesting. And in the car, I don't think you get as much enjoyment in a city, because you're going a little bit faster and you're kind of in a box. You can look around, but you have to go the speed limit. You can't go as slow, so you can't really take in everything. And on a bike, you can, because you can go slow, you can take in everything, you can stop, hang out for a little bit on the sidewalk. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just ride around all day, and it's really fun. A few bad experiences. I remember the first real accident that I had. Coming down the street, speed limit is 45. I was doing about 25, and I was really going. I'm really my legs are burning. I've been going 25 miles an hour for a couple minutes, which is really hard to do. It's pretty hard to do. I was going to slow up, and I was coming to a light, and I was only maybe 100 feet from this light, not very far. And there's a guy in a Ford Explorer. He was next to me, and I saw him turn his blinker on, and I was like, well, maybe this guy's going to wait. Just wait on me to pass. And it's really only a time difference of 2 to 5 seconds. It's not that huge. And the guy, he kind of looked at me and he was like, well, maybe I have enough room. And I'm thinking, this guy doesn't have enough room to, pull in front of me and try to make a right turn. But he went for it anyway. You know, he sped up real fast, pulled in front of me, slammed his brakes, and tried to make a right turn. And I slammed right into the back of his Ford Explorer. And you know, the light is green, so traffic is still coming. You know, it's a pretty good amount of traffic. It's not, you know, jam-packed, but it's a good amount of people going. Hit this guy's Ford Explorer. He kept going. He turned. I hit the back of it, and he ended up stopping. You know, once he turned, you know, I kind of like tumbled out into traffic, and I was pretty scared because I was like, you know, if I get hit by a car, like I'm done, like I'm dead. You know, like there's no, you know, if I fall into this next lane, car's gonna hit me, and I'm either gonna be very seriously injured or I'm gonna be dead.
No. Yeah. What happened there? I was going down Monarch. And I was going to kind of split the stop sign. There was a car coming from one direction, so I was just going to take it to the right and kind of zoom around. And the lady that was getting ready to turn onto Monarch from the east basically cut it really short, was actually in oncoming traffic lane. So when I tried to split it, she was just like straight ahead of me in the wrong lane, hit her hood, flipped up over the windshield, landed on the roof. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled about it. Got off the car, tried to start walking, just kept on falling over. It's dangerous in every city too, though. I mean, I was up for nationals in Portland in like 2004, and I remember riding from one event to another event at night, and like someone threw like a water bottle at me, like crossing the Burnside Bridge, and I was like, this is fucking Portland. This is supposed to be the friendliest bike city in the world. I'm in a bike lane right now, and someone threw something at me. It's outrageous. And like same thing happened like a couple years ago. I was in Chicago for nationals, and I'm riding along in a bike lane, going over a intersection bridge, and somebody like just turns right in front of me. Man, I can't do anything. Guy gets out of the car like, you hit my car, cut me off. I mean, we're so far behind now that it's going to take, you know, at least like 7-8 years to even get to a moderately bicycle-friendly city. I mean, and I don't even necessarily care if it's bicycle-friendly. I would just like to see cyclists, you know, locked up to bars and stuff. I mean, I don't care about bike lanes.
All different types of cultures are kind of like merging together right now. You know, whether it be like, you know, you got like, you know, your punk group over here, your hip-hop, or, you know, you got, you know, guys that like sneakers, or, you know, people that are in all different things. It's all kind of merging together. You know, I could spend my time, you know, I don't know, like doing something else, but I just genuinely enjoy riding my bike. It's I guess it's one of the funnest things that I've ever done in life. And it's really simple, but it's fun. Whether it's in the rain, whether it's cold out or really hot, I enjoy riding my bike. We're all drawn together by, you know, just one love of just, you know, bicycles, and it's such a simple thing as riding your bike. You know, it doesn't seem like it would be like, you know, such a huge deal, but it's, you know, it kind of is, you know, and it's cool. It's pretty cool.